Hello, and today we got former Inverness and Aberdeen player Greg Tansey. How you doing, Greg?
Yeah, good mate. Good to be on. Good to be on.
Yep, thanks for coming on. Let's start off. What is your first memory of playing football?
First memory of playing football was um, in my granddad's back garden. My granddad and my uncle at the time went to a sports shop and got me a tiny miniature goal. And I remember it, honestly, remember it like it was yesterday. I remember turning up from school in winter, so it was dark. And I remember my granddad putting the lights on in the back garden, and I was out there for hours. They had to get me in to put me to bed. So that's my earliest memory of football.
What was the first club you played for?
First club I played for was a team called Whiston Juniors, which is quite well known in the Merseyside area where I'm from. Stephen Gerrard played for them as well during his time, and they've, there's been a lot of pros that have gone through their ranks. I think it's about near enough double figures pros that have gone through. Joey Barton being another one. Just off the top of my head that I can remember. So yeah, that just playing there. Five. I think five. I was about five. My first game for them. I was playing with under sevens, and yeah.
Who was the first professional club you played for?
First professional club was where I signed pro was Stockport County. They were when I signed pro, they were in the Championship at the time, I believe. And yeah, I signed pro, and it was sort of everything I ever dreamed of growing up. And to finally do it was massive.
What was the first game you played? Can you remember your debut?
Yeah, I can. It was against Macclesfield Town away in the Johnson's Paint Trophy, which is the equivalent of the Iron Brew Cup in Scotland. I was 17, and I just remember being very nervous before the game. And then, luckily enough, we won 1-0, and yeah, it was a perfect ending.
Did you play well?
Yeah, I got the assist for the goal, put the corner in, and we scored from it. So yeah, it was sort of. I mean, the only way to top it off would have been to score myself. But no, before the game, I'd have happily took that ending, put it that way.
What's the best stadium you've ever played in?
Best stadium I've ever played in? Hampden. Hampden, probably for just all-round atmosphere. But Goodison I played at Goodison Park for Stevenage in the Carling Cup, or the League Cup, and that was my most favourite personally to play at.
Who's the best teammate you've had?
Best teammate I've had? In terms of playing, or in terms of all round?
Just in general.
In general, all round, because I'm mates with them. I'm good mates with them off the pitch. It'd be Ian Vigers. He's someone that we just from the get go. As soon as he came into the dressing room, we really got on well, and we just bounced off each other really, and still talk now. And he was someone who were really respected as a player as well. He's a top player. He's just been named captain at Ross County now, and he's a very underrated player in my opinion. I think there's a lot out there that maybe, I don't know, don't give him the credit he deserves, because he's a top player in that league, in the top league. He's a top player for me. So yeah, it's him all round. It's him.
Who's the worst teammate you've had for playing pranks, stitching you up, that sort of thing?
For stitching, with him. Yeah, all round him, everything. He used to do all kinds to me. I remember one of the first ones that come to my mind is I got a new car, and I was really, really happy with it. I really like my cars, I'm really into them. I was really happy with it, and I came into training first day, and you know, as you do, you get change, put your jeans up, obviously the keys in my pocket with my wallet. And I was in, I don't know, I was in the gym I was thinking I was in the gym doing a workout or whatever, and unbeknownst to me, Ian Vigers had took my car out and was taking it all over Inverness, going up and down the expressway in Inverness, and then parked it outside and hid my keys. So that was interesting, trying to get them back. When I got to the car was still roasting. God knows how fast he was going in it. That would have been a bit of a funny one if he got stopped by the police. But yeah, I'd say him for playing pranks on me and sort of being a mate there as well.
Great. Who's the best manager you've had?
Oh, hands down. You know my stance on this. Hands down is John Hughes. And we spoke about it before we did this. And by a million miles, John Hughes. I don't understand. You know, it's not only me, by the way. I don't understand how he's not in a job. No. The only reason I can sort of look at is the football clubs at this stage, or in any Scotland, England, wherever, at boardroom level, he asks, well, going on to John's philosophy, he asks 100% from every single person at the club, which to me should be a given, which is why I relate to him so much and get on with him so much. It should be a given. He demands everything from the cleaner to the top board member. And for me, there's too many board members who are on the boards at big clubs, don't want to be asked them real questions, and don't want to be asked to, right, you got to help us, we want to do this, we want to do that. And it's not like he's going in asking for all kinds of money. He just wants to take the club as far as he can. And, you know, his ambitions there for all to see who work with him. So that's the only reason I can think he's not in a job right now.
What are the best and worst kits you've ever worn?
Oh God, straight away I remember the worst one. When I was at Stockport County, we had, I think it was just for pre-season, and thank God, it was a pink and black stripes shirt. And to be fair, I don't even think, if it would have been for a cause, or like obviously for breast cancer, I know they use pink a lot, that would have been great. So that would have been happy with that, but it wasn't. And the design of it was horrific, absolutely horrific. Yeah, the less said about that, the better. You used to feel embarrassed walking onto the pitch with it. It was that bad. The best kit would be the Inverness 2014-2015 kit. Just as I have loads of great memories in it. I think a really smart kit. I like the hoops. We had hoop socks as well, which was really good. So yeah, I'd say that kit.
Staying on the topic of kits, who's the best player you swap shirts with?
Best player to swap shirts with? Do you know what? I was never one for swapping shirts. I don't know why. I think maybe the best player I've played against is Virgil van Dijk by a million miles. But after that game, when we beat them, the celebrations were going on, and I didn't really even think twice about swapping shirts. The other times where I've played against them and I wanted to maybe swap shirts, we got beat. And I was thinking, I'm not doing it now. It looks even worse if we get battered on the pitch and then I go and ask for the shirt. You look like you're there for a holiday. So I didn't really get any shirts. I remember, I know Cole Stockton was at Hearts. Yep. And I'm mates with him now. He doesn't live far away from me. And I got his shirt just because, you know, we were sort of from the same area. I got his Hearts shirt and he got my Aberdeen one. So yeah, that's probably the only one. I got a few close friends, their shirts that played, you know, in the sort of conference in England. non-league, and I got shit that meant like with friends, and I didn't really go out my way to collect others.
What are the best boots you've ever worn?
Oh, best boots were, I don't know about you, but I'm all for the old school Predator. The old school Predator were, I think they were the Accelerator, yeah. They were the best boots I've ever wore. I think nowadays you get the X's and the new Predators, and I'm not really into the socks, but like the high sock on them. So yeah, let's say the Predator Accelerator or the Nike Paul Scholes Total 90s. I used to love them as well. So I can't split them two. I'd say them two. I have got from when I was 15. I got them the white with the black stripe up the middle, the Total 90s with my name on. I got them for my birthday, and I've still got them now. So yeah. I'd say them. Probably the Total 90s. Just tip them.
What was the last game you played?
Oh, the last game I played, you were probably there, against Hearts for St Mirren. And looking back at it, the pain, I was in terrible pain that whole game, and just basically thought this could be my last game. I was thinking about it then, because I just wasn't myself when I went to St Mirren. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. You know, as soon as I walked in the door, basically at Aberdeen, that was it for me. And I remember I did a questionable tackle, to say the least, on one of your players, this big centre half.
John Suter?
No. The other guy, a black guy,
Dikamunga. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Yeah.
And to be fair to him at the time, you know, looking at it, I know what I was thinking. Looking at it, the ball's bouncing, and I've tried to break out and nick the ball. So I've left my foot high dangling, and because I was in pain and like I was half a yard off the pace, I got there late, and he's cleared the ball, and I've sort of straight legged, and it is a bad tackle on him, to be fair. At the time, he only got booked for it, but then he tweeted the SFA about it, which at the time I was a bit, I wouldn't do that myself. And it was actually funny, John McGinn.
I remember that, he came out and called grass.
Yeah. John McGinn called my grass, which was funny, and it was nice to get a bit of support off him. But yeah, he actually inboxed me, the guy, this guy from Arts, and we sort of sorted it out that way. But yeah, it's fine. It's all done now. I'm glad he wasn't hurt, but that's the worst by a mile, I have to say.
Just finally, to end on, when was the last time you had to pay for a ticket to go to a football match?
Oh, last time was last football match that I actually paid to go to was Everton against Southampton about 4 years ago, and I took my dad. And because my granddad used to play for Everton are great at getting us tickets. Like, I used to have a season ticket when I was a kid. They really look after the older players. But at this time, I was just home from Inverness for the weekend, and I couldn't get hold of any. So I decided, right, I'll take my dad. I haven't been for a while. It was towards the end of the season, and we went, and God knows how much it cost them. It cost me about 90 quid. Which is, I mean, it's a lot of money these days, isn't it? Let's be honest, for anyone. And it was 0-0. It was the worst game I've ever seen in my life. And I was thinking, after that, I was like, nah. Do you know, I can totally understand why fans get pissed off when the team's not doing well. Because I was sat there going, do you know what? I understand why he gets so angry. That's what I was saying. It's not worth it, is it? So yeah, I'm looking at, when everything hopefully gets back up, I'm looking at going to watch a few more games at Everton. So hopefully, you know, hopefully all this clears up sooner rather than later.
Right, Greg, it's been a pleasure having you on. Thank you for coming on.
Top man, mate. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.